Укрита дежурный. Понедельник. Понедельник сегодня, да? Вторник, среду. 3 дня вы дежурные. Раджабов, не будут укрита дежурный. Понедельник. Понедельник сегодня, да? Вторник, среду.
Islam Makhachev has kicked off an intense training camp under Khabib Nurmagomedov, preparing for his welterweight title fight against Della Maddalena at UFC 322. The camp focuses on sharpening his striking and grappling, aiming to make a statement as he moves up to the 170-pound division.
Делаем, время!
It's very hard. When Khabib with us in the camp, you don't have too much options, you know. Today, honestly, we start to like with the team. We start one guys to go Khabib. Maybe tomorrow sparring we can some rest, do some rest. Okay, you just go to the light and do like 30 minutes running. Okay, like easy training, you know. But when we came to the gym, 12 rounds is the boxing bags, and after everybody run, it's not easy, you know. And tomorrow 10 in the morning we have sparring. This guy, he don't know his other way. Just one way, hard work.
Now,
Makhachev has been training intensely at his camp in Sildi, Dagestan, alongside friends and teammates like Tagir Ulanbekov, Zubaira Tukhugov, Usman Nurmagomedov, and Omar Nurmagomedov, as well as other training partners. He has been running relentlessly, even in the rain, and powering up hills to build endurance and strength.
Хорошо, до конца. До конца.
Все, да?
Да.
А ну тушить неси.
Давай. Это был пятый, а потом я не спустился еще раз.
Makhachev is also showing off his judo skills at the Sildi camp in a playful, joking manner, demonstrating throws and takedowns while teaching his teammates. The sessions are lighthearted, full of laughter, as they practice together, combining skill development with fun. Nurmagomedov is seen holding Makhachev around the waist while Islam works to break free. The drill emphasizes technique, leverage, and control, showcasing the intensity and focus of their training. But Nurmagomedov isn't just teaching fighting styles, he is instilling strict discipline too, in a clip filmed by Makhachev, which highlights Nurmagomedov's intense coaching style, pushing the fighters to maintain focus, precision, and maximum effort throughout the session. This lesson in discipline seems to be working, as only 2 days after setting the record for the most UFC lightweight title defenses, Makhachev was already back in the gym pushing his limits once again. His dedication is evident as he dives straight into training, focusing on sharpening his skills, maintaining peak conditioning, and preparing for whatever challenges lie ahead in his career. Now for grappling. Makhachev was seen intensely grappling with his teammates, executing counters and defensive maneuvers with precision and effortlessness. The drills emphasized timing, control, and adaptability, reflecting his continuous effort to refine both offensive and defensive aspects of his grappling game.
Hadi.
In a separate grappling session, Makhachev's sheer power is on full display when his training partner pretends to pass out in an attempt to escape Makhachev's chokehold. The moment highlights his strength, control, and technical mastery in submission scenarios, underscoring the intensity and effectiveness of his training. Makhachev displays the sheer prowess in his chokehold. To build strength, Makhachev engages in a rigorous weight training regimen. He hits the heavy
Чё, молодой, а? Вот до утра борись. Усни, Шариф. Усни, не сдавайся. Не сдавайся, Шариф. Не снова. Как не дает, смотри, да как ты. Вчера говорил, что ему никто еще не делает.
Bag for power and endurance. Bench presses 100 kilograms for multiple reps, deadlifts 220 kilograms, and squats 120 kilograms, all while maintaining a body weight of just 76 kilograms. This combination of explosive and compound lifts showcases his dedication to developing functional strength for MMA performance.
Пять. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Последний. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. 5 секунд.
He can also blend training with playful games with his teammates. Makhachev is seen balancing on multiple small mattresses. The exercise tests his stability, coordination, and core strength, blending fun with functional training.
Уверен, здесь никто не сделает.
Сделает. Ислам сделает.
Случайно как...
Не случайно ислам сделает.
А тебе отвечай, не сделает здесь. Хорош! Ну это, больше всех хорош.
Не, баршануть.
Training. Predictions are coming in on the upcoming clash between Islam Makhachev and Della Maddalena, and Sean O'Malley weighed in, noting that Makhachev is always entertaining to watch and expressing curiosity about how he'll perform at 170 pounds. With Makhachev moving up in weight and JDM coming off an impressive dominant victory, O'Malley predicts an intriguing matchup full of high-level action and compelling exchange.
Della Maddalena Makhachev?
That's another one where it's just like, I mean, Ilya versus Islam was the fight to make. That was the one. That was the fight that should have been done. But we're getting 2 super fights now instead of just the one. But yeah, Islam, he's always fun to watch. Pound for pound, number 1. I think him and Ilya should be tied for pound for pound number 1. And Jack Della Maddalena coming off a beautiful, impressive performance over Bilal. So it's going to be an interesting fight. But I'm curious to see Islam at 170. I don't think he's going to look too small. I think he's probably look just as big, and he's super skilled. I don't know. I mean, his striking's so underrated, so it's going to be a...
Similarly, Daniel Cormier breaks down the intriguing clash between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, giving JDM credit for his size, strength, and grappling. He points out that while JDM can handle takedowns from most opponents, Makhachev's unique style that is mixing pressure, advanced trips, and constant movement around the octagon presents challenges JDM has never faced. Cormier suggests that the fight will test both men's adaptability and could produce high-level, unpredictable action from the opening bell.
You're giving JDM a lot of...
I'm giving him a lot of credit. Does
he have the ability to beat a guy like Islam?
Here's where he's going to have to show some improvement. He'll get takedown attempts coming at him very early. This time. The last fight, he didn't have to deal with that when he was fresh. If Islam can start to pressure him early and take him down early, or even just make him wrestle early, he might struggle. We've seen before him get taken down, but I don't know that he's ever felt anything like he's going to feel, because it's not going to be double legs and single legs with Islam. It's going to be him playing with his feet, tripping him, moving around on the octagon side, doing things that he don't recognize as freely.
Going on to add what often gets overlooked is just how sharp Makhachev's striking really is. In his fight with Dustin Poirier, a bout fought largely on the feet. He swept all 5 rounds before sealing it with a submission. Yet, because of his dominance, fans and critics tend to grade him on a different scale. Instead of acknowledging the clean shutout, they highlight Poirier's moments of success, overlooking the fact that Makhachev controlled every aspect of the fight.
And make him work in areas that he doesn't. Because what we do know about Islam is he's a much better striker than people give him credit for. Bro, he won all the rounds against Dustin Poirier in a fight that was pretty much all striking. He gets judged on a different curve than most, though, because he's been so dominant. Everybody's like, well, Dustin Poirier fought him so well, but he didn't. It was literally 5 rounds to 0, and he got submitted.
Yeah.
So he gets a little bit like...
It's almost like Poirier got his licks, but he got dominated.
However, Israel Adesanya didn't mince words when weighing in on Islam versus Jack Della Maddalena. He's backing the Aussie. In his eyes, Della's explosive scrambles and underrated size will be too much for Islam to handle. He believes people are sleeping on how big Jack truly is, and if Makhachev underestimates him, as he is facing a task beyond his reach. Adesanya predicts Della will make a statement by knocking Islam out.
Della versus Islam, how are we feeling about that?
I think Della is going to get it done. I've only spotted Della once. Like, not really hard crazy, but his scrambles are crazy. And I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him. People don't realize how big Della is as well. He's solid. He's going to knock him out, and I believe him. I honestly believe.
Echoing similar sentiments as to the previous predictions, Ian Gary admits it's a razor-close matchup, praising Makhachev as a complete fighter with world-class skills in every department. Still, he believes size can't be ignored. Jack's physicality, crisp boxing, and underrated takedowns give him a real chance to shock people. At the same time, the Irish won't count out Islam's mastery of the game, noting that his all-around ability could just as easily carry him to victory. On the other hand, Charles Oliveira brought it down to fighting styles, and gave his take on the looming clash, pointing out that Jack Della Maddalena's style isn't built on quick knockouts, but on gradually breaking opponents down with relentless punishment. Still, he sees Islam thriving at welterweight, believing the added size and strength will only make his grappling more suffocating. In Oliveira's view, if Islam imposes his trademark game and drags Jack to the mat, that could spell the end for the Aussie.
Who do you think wins, Jack or Islam?
It's such a tough one to talk about. Islam is phenomenal. He's good everywhere. Size matters. When you're talking about an extra 15 pounds, when you look at the size of Volkanovski versus Jack Della Maddalena, there's a big size discrepancy. And Volk gave him a good fight. And then Dustin Poirier, it wasn't absolutely completely dominant by Islam. It was a tough fight. Size is going to play a huge part. Even on the ground, I feel like Jack could get it done with just some clean boxing and good takedown defense. But I can absolutely see Islam coming in and doing what Islam does.
Could spell the end for the Aussie. Whereas Khamzat Chimaev kept it short and simple. He's backing Islam to get the win. No breakdowns, no overthinking, just full confidence in his teammates' ability to handle business. John Wood calls the matchup fascinating if Jack Della can keep building on what he showed against Bilal Muhammad. He's seen that grinding style before, though Makhachev executes it even better. On the feet, Della has the edge, but everything hinges on whether his takedown defense can hold up. When it comes to Makhachev, Wood says you simply can't bet against him yet. His ground game is suffocating, his striking underrated, and his ability to blend the two makes him a nightmare puzzle few can even survive, let alone solve. Still, Wood sees small holes in Islam's entries and hints that the Khabib-style blueprint can be exploited. If Jack figures that out, it could be a long night for Makhachev, but until someone truly breaks that code, Wood won't bet against him. Makhachev's coach and mentor, Khabib Nurmagomedov, believes Della is the toughest opponent his fighter has ever faced. He even admitted that if the matchup were between Topuria or Jack Della, JDM would cause him far more concern. For Nurmagomedov, it comes down to Della's size, strength, crisp boxing, and ability to scramble in dangerous situations, which are tools that make him a uniquely difficult puzzle. While he backs Makhachev's all-around game, he makes it clear that JDM presents challenges unlike anything seen before.
Считаю, что Мадалена самый сложный соперник в ислам-карьере. Это мое мнение. Ни Чарльз, никто. Ни один из этих бойцов.
И даже не Илья, если бы это бой был бы.
Ну, мое личное мнение, во-первых, Мадалена 2 раза больше, чем Илья.
Сопоставим.
Илья.
We've seen Makhachev grinding in camp and heard the experts weigh in, but now it's your turn. Who are you putting your money on? Drop your picks in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to us for more content like this. Until then, see you next time.